Hello friends, I am Madhurima Sharma. Welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss Press Commission and Press Council of India. So let's start. First Press Commission. So the first Press Commission was formed under the chairmanship of Justice J.S. Rajadhyaksha on 23rd September 1952 by the Ministry of Information Broadcasting to inquire into the state of the press in India. So what was the reason to form Press Commission? Actually, this commission was appointed because after independence the role of press was changing from mission to business, and they were writing about it was against communities and groups. Vulgarity was there, personal attacks on the individual was there. So it was formed to maintain the high standard of journalism. So it is a 11 member working group, and the members are Dr. C.P. Ramaswamy Iyer, Acharya Narendra Deo, Dr. Zakir Hussain, Dr. V.K.V. Rao, and the other members are like P.H. Patwardhan, Chalapati Roy, T.N. Singh, Japal Singh, A.R. Bhatt. So, this commission inquired into the control, management, and ownership of the financial structure as well as other important aspects of newspaper industry in the country. And it has some recommendations. The recommendation of First Press Commission are as follow. To protect the freedom of press and to maintain high standard of journalism, a press council should be established. So, the Press Council of India was established on July 4, 1966, which started functioning from November 16, and on November 16 we celebrate National Press Day every year. So, the next recommendation is to prepare the account of press and position of every year. There should be appointment of registrar of newspaper for India, and it was also accepted, and RNI was appointed in July 1956. So to prepare account of the press and the position of every year, like the circulation and the readership of the newspaper, it takes account of it. Next recommendation is price pay schedule should be introduced, and it was also accepted in 1956. Okay, price pay schedule, the number of number of paper in a newspaper and the advertisement allocation, that must be controlled. For maintaining a cordial relationship between the government and the press, a press consultative committee should be constituted. It was also accepted, and a press consultative committee was constituted on 22nd September 1962. The next recommendation is Working Journalist Act should be implemented. So the government implemented this in 1955. The Working Journalist and the other newspaper employee Condition of Services and Miscellaneous Provision Act was set up. Next recommendation is the establishment of fact-finding committee to evaluate the financial position of newspaper and news agency. So the fact-finding committee was set up on 14th April 1972. The next recommendation is for protecting the main principle of freedom of press and to help the newspaper against monopolistic tendency, a newspaper financial corporation should be constituted. It was also accepted on 4th December 1950. A bill was also presented in Lok Sabha, but it lapsed. So let's move to Second Press Commission. Second Press Commission was constituted on 29th May 1978 under the chairmanship of P.C. Goswami. The commission was again reorganized in April 1980 by Chairman Justice K.K. Mathew. The commission wanted the press to play a responsible role in development process, and press should become accountable. And these are some recommendations of Second Press Commission. First is an attempt should be made to establish a cordial relationship between government and a press. For development of small and medium newspaper, there should be establishment of Newspaper Development Commission (NDC). Newspaper industry should be separated from industries and commercial interest. So it should work for the public, for public interest. There should be appointment of board of trustee between the editor and proprietor of the newspaper. Next, there should be a fixed proportion of news and advertisement in small, medium and big newspaper. So there should be a ratio, a fixed proportion. Newspaper industry should be relieved from the impact of foreign capital. Next, no prediction should be published in newspaper and magazine. The misuse of images of advertisement should be discontinued. The government should prepare a stable advertisement policy, like code of conduct for the advertisement. So any vulgar content or any vulgar kind of advertisement should not be published for the published in a newspaper. So these are the we have some important point related to second press commission and first press commission. First press commission was set up under Nehru government, and the second press commission set up by Morarji government and reconstituted by Indira Gandhi government. तो here we have seen कि यहाँ पे दो बार मैंने देखा हमने देखा ऑब्वियसली 1978 में एक बार कॉन्स्टिट्यूट हुआ, अगेन कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड इन 1980. पहले चेयरमैन PC गोस्वामी एंड द सेकेंड चेयरमैन जस्टिस KK मैथ्यू. रीज़न वॉज दी कि जो गवर्नमेंट चेंज हुआ था यहाँ पे, पहले मोरारजी की गवर्नमेंट में 1978 में कॉन्स्टिट्यूट हुआ, फिर अगेन इंदिरा गांधी की गवर्नमेंट में कॉन्स्टिट्यूट हुआ 1980 में. ओके, अप्रैल 1980 में. नेक्स्ट वी विल मूव टू प्रेस काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया. सो द प्रेस काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया was established on 4th July 1966 under the chairmanship of Justice J.R. Mudalkar. The main function of Press Council of India is to safeguard the freedom of press and to maintain high standard of journalism. So Press Council is a mechanism for the press to regulate itself. So the press should regulate itself. It has its social responsibility to provide fair and balanced news for the public or the audience. For this, press wants to be free and responsible. The freedom is also important and the responsibility is also important. Okay, if the press is free, it must be responsible. So if the press is to function effectively as a watchdog of a public interest, it must have a secure freedom of expression, unfettered and unhindered by any authority, organized body and individual. इसीलिए प्रेस काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया कॉन्स्टिट्यूट किया गया था कि फ्रीडम के साथ साथ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भी उनको पता होनी चाहिए. कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट जो भी है वो नॉर्म्स को वो फॉलो करें. So इसी में नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है, द प्रेस मस्ट देयरफॉर फॉलो नॉर्म्स ऑफ जर्नलिस्टिक एथिक्स एंड टू मेंटेन द हायर स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ प्रोफेशनल कंडक्ट. Few important points. The first press council, known as Court of Honor for a Press in Sweden 1916. तो the first press council था in the world was established in Sweden in 1916 और second press council जो है वो 1938 में establish हुआ. So ये जो 1966 में press council was established under the Act of Press Council Act 1965. And the press council was established in 1966. The council set up under the Act of 1965 functioned till December 1975. During the internal emergency, the act was repealed and the council was abolished. तो जो 1966 में हमारा प्रेस काउंसिल था वो उसके बाद फिर अगेन कॉन्स्टिट्यूट हुआ था प्रेस काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया. Okay. The Act of 1965 provided the council shall consist of chairman and 25 members. So it is very important characteristic of Press Council of India is the selection of chairman and its member. So 25 plus 1 is chairman. Of 25 members, 3 were to represent 2 House of Parliament. House of Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. 2 members of Lok Sabha and 1 member of Rajya Sabha. यहाँ पे 13 were to from amongst the working journalists. Okay, so 13 होंगे among the working journalists, of which not less than 6 were to be editor who did not own or carry a business of management of newspaper, and rest were to a person having special knowledge or a practical experience in respect of education, science, law, literature and culture. ओके 13 वर्किंग जर्नलिस्ट है, जिसमें कि 6 जो है वो एडिटर है, और जो बाकी के हैं, बाकी के जो जर्नलिस्ट, वर्किंग जर्नलिस्ट और जो बाकी के मेंबर्स हैं, दे शुड हैव सम स्पेशल नॉलेज like in respect of education, science, law, literature and culture. The chairman under the Act of 1965 were to be nominated by Chief Justice of India. Of the 3 member of parliament, 2 representing from Lok Sabha, जो कि स्पीकर ऑफ लोकसभा उसको नॉमिनेट करेंगे, एंड 1 रिप्रेजेंटिंग राज्यसभा was to be nominated by chairman of Rajya Sabha. The remaining 22 members were to be selected by 3-man selection committee comprising the Chief Justice of India, the Chairman of the Press Council and a nominee of President of India. ये है सिलेक्शन कमिटी इसकी. अगेन जो फिर से 1975 में प्रेस काउंसिल जो सेटअप हुआ अंडर द प्रेस काउंसिल एक्ट ऑफ 1978. The most important characteristic of Press Council is the scheme and procedure of nomination of chairman and its member. It consists of chairman and 28 member. Of the 28 member, 13 represents the working journalist, of which 6 are to be editor of newspaper, 7 remaining are to be working journalist other than editor, 6 are from among the person who own or carry on a business of management of newspaper. इसमें एक ऐड हुआ, 1 is from among the person who manages news agency. ठीक है. 3 are to be a person having special knowledge or practical experience in respect of education and science, law, literature and culture. 5 remaining are the member of parliament, जो कि लोक सभा, 3 from लोक सभा and 2 from राज्य सभा, जो कि डिफरेंट है 1965 के एक्ट से. द न्यू एक्ट प्रोवाइड द सिलेक्शन ऑफ चेयरमैन बाय द कमिटी ऑफ कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ चेयरमैन ऑफ राज्यसभा, स्पीकर ऑफ लोकसभा एंड अ पर्सन इलेक्टेड बाय द मेंबर ऑफ काउंसिल फ्रॉम अमॉन्ग देमसेल्फ. अब जो नेक्स्ट 20 रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ प्रेस आर नॉमिनेटेड बाय द एसोसिएशन ऑफ अफोरसेड कैटेगरी ऑफ न्यूज़पेपर एंड न्यूज एजेंसी notified for the purpose of council in each category. 1 is nominated by University Grant Commission, Bar Council of India and साहित्य अकेडमी. ओके. जो 3 थे ना, जो स्पेशल नॉलेज वाले, दे आर अपॉइंटेड बाय UGC, BCI, Bar Council of India and साहित्य अकेडमी. Okay, let's move to objects and function of council. Objective and function of council. The object of the present council, press council, are substantially the same as was in Act of 1965, but कुछ function जो है इसमें changes आए हैं. Like let's see क्या क्या changes हैं. First is promoting the establishment of such common services for supply and dissemination of news to newspaper as may from time to time appear to be desirable. तो ये supply और dissemination of news to newspaper ये easily newspaper तक आ सके. Next is providing facility for proper education and training of a person in a profession of journalism, technical and other research, promoting technical and other research. तो ये सारे changes हैं. In addition, the Act of 1978 lists 2 new functions of council: to undertake study of foreign newspaper, including those brought out by any embassy or any other representative in India of a foreign state, their circulation and impact, and to undertake such study as may be entrusted to the council and to express its opinion in regard to any matter referred to it by the central government. Okay, कुछ भी है related to central government. And the other function remains same जो भी 1965 में था. So the chairman of Press Council of India. So these are the chairman of Press Council of India. ऐसे questions भी हमने देखे हैं, आए हैं नेट एग्जाम्स में. तो फर्स्ट वॉज जस्टिस JR मुडोलकर, सेकेंड इज जस्टिस N राजागोपाल Iyengar and Justice A.N. Grover. Next is A.N. Sain, Justice R.S. Sarkaria and Justice P.B. Sawant. and उसके टर्म्स जो हैं वो भी इसमें मैंशनड है. लेट्स मूव टू कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट. So Section 13(2)(b) of Press Council Act 1978 enjoins the council to build up the code of conduct for newspaper, news agency, journalist in accordance with the high professional standard to help and guide the newspaper. So under Section 13(2)(b) of Press Council Act 1978, so it build up the code of conduct for newspaper, news agency, journalist for maintaining the higher standard of journalist ethics. Sorry. Okay. Now the power of Press Council. So PCI is responsible for inquiring into complaint received. It may summon witnesses and take evidence under oath, demand copies of public record to be submitted, even issue warnings and admonish the newspaper, news agency, editor और journalist जो भी कंप्लेन रिसीव करते हैं, जो PCI जो कंप्लेन रिसीव करता है, तो उस पर भी वो वार्निंग दे सकता है ऑब्वियसली. नेक्स्ट इज PCI का जो डिसीजन है वो फाइनल होता है. वो किसी भी कोर्ट में उसको नहीं, जो भी डिसीजन PCI लेता है फॉर द प्रेस, फॉर द न्यूज़पेपर, जर्नलिस्ट, वही फाइनल होता है. Now, what are the limitation of the power of PCI? PCI has limited power of enforcing guideline issued. It cannot penalize newspaper, news agency, editors, journalists for violation of the guideline. ये सिर्फ वार्निंग दे सकता है. ओके, वार्निंग दे सकता है, पेनलाइज नहीं कर सकता, कोई भी सज़ा नहीं सुना सकता. ओके, PCI only overview the functioning of print media. That is, it can enforce a standard upon newspaper, journal, magazine and other form of print media. सिर्फ print media पे. And it does not have the power to review the functioning of the electronic media like radio, television and internet. तो ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ प्रिंट मीडिया के लिए, प्रिंट मीडिया इंक्लूडिंग न्यूज़पेपर, जर्नल, मैगजीन. ओके, कोई भी अदर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया या कोई भी अलग जैसे इंटरनेट है उस पर उसका कोई भी पावर नहीं. सो थैंक यू सो मच. आई होप यू लाइक माई वीडियो. फ्रेंड्स, इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट टू लर्न फॉर UGC नेट इन बुलेट पॉइंट्स, क्योंकि हमें पॉइंट्स में क्वेश्चन याद रखने पड़ते हैं. बिकॉज हमारे पास जो भी क्वेश्चंस है वो ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप, सब्जेक्टिव तो होता नहीं है. स्टिल डीप अंडरस्टैंडिंग, डीप नॉलेज और डीप लर्निंग इंपॉर्टेंट है फॉर UGC नेट. मैं एक एग्जांपल दे सकती हूँ. लाइक अगर आपको पूछना आता है फैक्ट फाइंडिंग कमिटी. सो दिस फैक्ट फाइंडिंग कमिटी वॉज रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ विच प्रेस कमीशन, फर्स्ट और सेकंड. तो हमें पता है कि ये फर्स्ट प्रेस कमीशन का रिकमेंडेशन है. बट अगर ऐसे क्वेश्चन आते हैं व्हाट इज़ द फंक्शन ऑफ फैक्ट फाइंडिंग कमिटी विच वॉज रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ फर्स्ट प्रेस कमीशन, तो मे बी अगर आपने डीप अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं है या आपने डीप लर्निंग नहीं की है तो आपको नहीं पता है. तो यहाँ पे है टू इवेलुएट द फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन ऑफ न्यूज़पेपर एंड न्यूज़ एजेंसी. ओके, तो गाइस प्लीज़ बुलेट्स में ऑब्वियसली आप पॉइंट वाइज आप पढ़ सकते हो. मैंने भी ऐसे ही पढ़ा. मैंने भी नेट की प्रिपरेशन जो है ऐसे नोट से की है जो मैं इस वीडियो में आप लोगों को दिखा रही हूँ. आई होप यू लाइक माई वीडियो. प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर, सब्सक्राइब and comment on my video. Okay, thank you so much.